Welcome back to our channel. Hope you have relaxing moments listening to stories. We invite you to embrace the moment by liking the video, sharing your reflections in the comments, and subscribing to remain connected with our latest narratives. The atmosphere was alive with murmurs and laughter, the gentle clinking of glasses harmonizing with the soothing notes of jazz drifting through the air. The annual office holiday party was alive with energy, and for the first time in years, I found myself embracing a moment of ease and warmth. I never found myself drawn to the whispers of office gossip or the allure of spending too much time in the break room. As a 49-year-old woman navigating the world of corporate finance, I had mastered the art of maintaining a graceful distance from the complexities of workplace drama. Yet this evening carried a unique essence. Perhaps it was the way the golden fairy lights danced upon the glass windows, enveloping the room in a tender warmth. Or perhaps it was the champagne that had begun to weave its way through my veins, gently dissolving my usual reservations. I smoothed the sleeve of my emerald green dress, a delightful change from my typical business attire, and let my gaze wander around the room. Many of my colleagues were immersed in conversation, their laughter mingling with shared secrets and dreams of upcoming holidays. Then my gaze fell upon him. Jonathan Pierce, the man I had always respected in my career. With an elegant stature and a natural allure, he possessed a unique ability to draw the gaze of those around him without even trying. At 56, he moved through life with a natural confidence that seemed effortless. There was an undeniable quality about him that drew people in when he spoke, not merely due to his position as CEO, but because he had a remarkable ability to make everyone feel acknowledged. Our connection had always been one of professionalism, marked by respect yet tinged with a certain distance. For nearly a decade, I had been in his presence, yet our exchanges remained few and far between, mostly confined to the realm of work. That's why I felt a rush of surprise when he locked eyes with me from across the room and began to approach. Delighting in the moment, he asked casually, his voice carrying its usual confidence. I smiled softly, raising my glass with a gentle grace. Making an effort. You don't seem like someone who would enjoy the office party scene either. He let out a soft laugh, savoring the warmth of his drink. Indeed, you are correct. I often find myself entering a space, only to gracefully depart before anyone becomes aware of my presence. Yet, this year carries a unique essence. I gently tilted my head. In what way? Daniel paused for a heartbeat, then drew closer, his voice softening to a whisper that felt intimate and shared just between them. I have something on my mind that I've been longing to share with you. My eyes fluttered, taken by surprise. What could it be? He breathed out gently, a tender smile playing at the edges of his mouth. Not in this moment. A subtle spark danced in the air between us, an unvoiced connection that took me by surprise. My heart fluttered, not from fear, but from a deep sense of anticipation. Before I could find the words, a voice called out to him, and in an instant, the connection slipped away. He offered me a lingering gaze before stepping away, leaving me there, lost in the echo of his words. Not in this moment. What was he attempting to convey to me? The night unfolded, yet my mind lingered on the warmth of Daniel's words. Each time our gazes intertwined from across the room, an undeniable connection lingered in the air, heavy with unexpressed emotions. As I reached for my coat, preparing to step out, a soft hand brushed against my elbow. I glanced back to see Daniel positioned just behind me. Could you spare a moment of your time? He inquired. With a moment of uncertainty, I finally gave a gentle nod. Absolutely. He beckoned toward the balcony, inviting a moment of shared intimacy. The crisp December air brushed against my skin as we ventured outside, yet I hardly felt its chill. I didn't intend to be mysterious earlier, he said. Has tone become more gentle now? I was simply searching for the perfect moment. I embraced myself, a wave of curiosity washing over me. Very well. I am here, fully present and attentive. Daniel adjusted his posture, taking a thoughtful pause before speaking. Then he gazed at me, not in his role as my superior, but as a man with something intimate to share. For years, I've respected your dedication and professionalism. Your presence is captivating, and the way you navigate through life exudes a remarkable elegance. I remained silent, feeling it wasn't my role to speak up. A soft resonance enveloped the distance that separated us. The city lights twinkled softly in the distance, yet my attention was entirely captivated by the man before me. "Is that you, Daniel?" I began, feeling a flutter of uncertainty about my words. "You need not speak," he interjected softly. "I simply wanted you to be aware." And in that moment, everything transformed. I stood there on the balcony, the crisp winter air caressing my skin, yet all I could sense was the lingering warmth of his words enveloping the space between us. Jonathan Pierce, my boss, the man I had admired for years, had just revealed that he perceived me as more than merely an employee, more than just a colleague. I took a deep breath, feeling my heart race within me. "Daniel," I finally found the words, my voice a gentle whisper, more tender than I had planned. Words seemed to escape me. A delicate smile danced upon his lips, yet it carried a hint of unease beneath its surface. "Your silence speaks volumes. I never intended to place you in a situation that would make you uneasy. I simply couldn't allow another year to slip by without embracing the truth within me." Genuine. That word lingered in my thoughts. When was the last time I embraced my true self with unwavering honesty? For the past few years, I have invested my heart and soul into my career, embodying the essence of dedication and maintaining a graceful composure. Yet, as I stand here now, I sense a delicate thread loosening, a gentle understanding washing over me. My gaze had lingered on Daniel previously. Indeed, I had. He embodied a strength that transcended mere power. He possessed a gentle strength, a sharp mind, and an understated grace that captivated those around him. I had brushed aside my own reflections, persuading myself they were momentary, inconsequential. Yet, were they truly? I breathed out slowly, seeking to calm the fluttering in my chest. I find myself hesitant to explore the depths of this. His gaze became tender. "I see and feel what you're expressing." The atmosphere surrounding us was electric, a unique tension that lingered, not unwelcome, but rich with potential. I cast a lingering look through the glass doors into the ballroom. Amidst the laughter and clinking glasses, they remained unaware of the tender moment blossoming just beyond their reach. Then I turned my gaze back to Daniel. "What is it about this moment that draws us in?" I inquired, my curiosity sincere and deep. He paused, a soft sigh escaping his lips. "For years, I have woven a narrative around the significance of timing, convincing myself that maintaining a distance was essential, that the professional boundary held greater weight than the emotions stirring within me. Yet this evening, I found it impossible to overlook any longer." His words resonated within me, awakening a part of my soul that had been quietly resting for far too long. A gentle breeze caressed the balcony, sending a delicate shiver through me. In a spontaneous gesture, he offered his coat politely, a simple gesture of kindness. It was a gesture so simple and instinctive, yet the warmth of it, of him, enveloped me in a way I had never anticipated. "I wish to keep things simple for you," he murmured, his voice softening. "I wanted you to feel this." I locked eyes with him, seeking any flicker of doubt, any hint that he might wish to take back his words. Yet, there was nothing but genuine warmth. And then, in a moment of pure instinct, I allowed a smile to bloom on my lips. I'm curious about what this connection really means. His eyes shimmered with a hint of something profound, perhaps relief or a whisper of hope. Then let us discover the answers together, he whispered softly. The moment lingered, imbued with a deep, unvoiced connection. This transcended mere attraction. It resonated with a profound essence. A bond we both hesitated to recognize until this moment. Just as we were about to speak again, the balcony doors gently parted. There you both are. We glanced over to find Sarah Thompson, one of the senior managers, emerging with a playful smile, her demeanor light and carefree. We're on the verge of raising our glasses in celebration. The boss mustn't miss his own speech. Daniel's gaze met mine, a depth of emotion swirling within his eyes. We should return inside, I suggested, as I wrapped his coat more snugly around my shoulders. He nodded, yet as we retreated indoors, an undeniable change lingered in the air. Everything that connects us has shifted irrevocably. The lingering warmth of Daniel's coat enveloped my shoulders as we re-entered the ballroom, yet the atmosphere between us had shifted in a profound way. We rejoined the gathering, our demeanor unchanged, him positioning himself at the forefront while I melted into the throng of people around us. Yet, it lingered within me. The depth of his words. The silent connection that lingered between us on that balcony. As he lifted his glass to offer the annual toast, I caught myself observing him with a depth of feeling I had never experienced before. His presence exuded a natural grace that captivated those around him. His deep voice drew in every ounce of focus, captivating all who listened. But now, he was more than just my boss in my eyes. I was perceiving him as a captivating presence. As Daniel raised his glass to toast another year of success, a warm wave of applause filled the air, glasses gently meeting in a symphony of sound, laughter weaving through the gathering like a soft melody. Yet, when his gaze momentarily connected with mine across the edge of his glass, I sensed that his words held a deeper meaning. It was an experience that transcended the ordinary. I took a deep breath, diverting my gaze as I savored a sip of my champagne. I craved the gentle caress of fresh air. With a gentle grace, I navigated through the throng, finding my way to the quiet hallway by the coat check. The music lingered softly in the background, while the conversations floated like whispers in the air. I pressed my back against the wall, inhaling deeply and savoring the moment. This was never meant to unfold like this. For years, I had maintained a delicate balance between my personal and professional lives. I had cultivated an image of being serene, attentive, and unwavering. Yet, in the stillness of a cold December night, a whispered confession stirred something deep within me, leaving me uncertain and vulnerable. As I contemplated the idea of slipping away, a deep voice broke the silence, causing me to turn and discover Daniel standing just a few feet away, his hands casually tucked into his pockets. I released a soft, breathy laugh. Perhaps. He moved in a little closer, his eyes exploring the depths of my own. Have I woven a web of complexity for you? I lingered on that thought for a moment. I'm still uncertain. He nodded, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. I truly meant every word, you understand. I let my gaze drift to the gleaming floor, feeling my fingers curl around my clutch with a gentle intensity. I understand. A moment of stillness lingered in the air before he found his voice once more. I'm not looking for a response at this moment. I simply. He let out a soft breath, a gentle shake of his head accompanying the release. I can no longer wear a mask. His honesty awakened a gentle flutter within me. Our eyes locked once more. I feel the same way. His expression became tender, revealing a surprise that lingered in the air. I felt the urge to leave, I murmured, even as uncertainty lingered in my mind. He made no effort to hold me back, yet as I began to walk away, his fingers softly brushed against mine. It wasn't a daring gesture, just a gentle caress, a subtle bond. "May I call you tomorrow?" he inquired, his voice soft and intimate. For just a fleeting moment, I paused before giving a gentle nod. "All right." I gently withdrew my hand, my heart racing as I made my way to the exit. Yet, as I emerged into the crisp embrace of the night, a profound understanding washed over me. This was merely the first chapter. The following morning, I awoke with a sense of transformation. Brighter. It felt as though a long-buried part of me had finally been brought to light, embraced after years of silence. I wandered through my apartment this morning, lost in the tender memories of the night that had just passed. The whispers shared on the balcony, the intensity of Daniel's gaze upon me, the tender pause in the hallway when he sought my hand. And then came his last inquiry. "I'll reach out to you tomorrow." I had given my consent. Yet here I was, in my kitchen, gazing at my phone, enveloped in a blend of eager anticipation and lingering uncertainty. Was I truly prepared for this moment? A fragment of my being lingered in uncertainty. Not because I lacked the desire to explore what might unfold, but because it had been ages since I allowed myself to embrace such emotions. A genuine connection. Just then, my phone vibrated softly. Daniel. I inhaled deeply, gathering my thoughts before responding. "Greetings." His voice enveloped me, a soothing presence that resonated deeply. I found myself wondering if he would answer the call. I offered a soft smile, resting gently against the counter. I wasn't either. He let out a gentle laugh. "That seems reasonable." In that fleeting moment, silence enveloped us both. Yet, the silence held a certain warmth. It was imbued with a deep, unspoken connection. At last, he took a moment to gather himself. "I hope this doesn't feel like pressure, but would you be interested in sharing dinner with me tonight? A tranquil place. There is no office. No titles. Only the two of us." I paused, but just for a fleeting moment. I would truly cherish that. That evening, I discovered a cozy, intimate restaurant, nestled in a serene corner of the city. The soft glow of candlelight danced upon the pristine tablecloths, while gentle murmurs of conversation enveloped the atmosphere. Daniel was waiting for me when I arrived, his presence warm and inviting as he stood to greet me. "You arrived," he murmured, a trace of warmth threading through his words. A warm smile graced my lips as he gently pulled out my chair. I truly did. As the night deepened, an unexpected moment began to stir. We shared our thoughts. It's not focused on work. It transcends the confines of office deadlines and board meetings. Yet, it is about the essence of existence. Reflecting on the stories that captured our hearts, the destinations that called to our souls, and the small moments that brought us joy. And with every fleeting moment, I sensed myself gently unfolding in the most beautiful manner. When the check finally came, a deep understanding washed over me. This was something deeper than mere curiosity. It was a profound experience. As we ventured into the cool embrace of the night, Daniel paused, a moment of uncertainty lingering between us. "I understand this is a fresh experience, and I wish to take our time with it. Yet, I find it difficult to ignore the reality of what is unfolding." I turned to face him, my heart calm and assured. "I feel the same way." His expression softened, and in that moment, I glimpsed a depth in his eyes that had eluded me until now. More than mere admiration. Yet, there remains a flicker of hope. As he extended his hand, Intertwining his fingers with mine, a profound realization washed over me. Sometimes the most unexpected moments in life carry a depth that transcends mere surprise. They are precisely what we've yearned for all this time. Thank you for listening, have fun, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to update the latest stories.